Best tailgate, brisket.
No, real football y pollo asado.
Hoops and wings.
Dude, subs.
Hot dogs.
Chili dog.
No, Dodger dog.
It's gotta be crawfish.
Now you're talking. Burgers.
7-layer dip. Ribs. No contest.
Hummus.
What?
You need a hot grill.
And ice cold Coke.
Of course.
Football and Coke. Come on.
It's got to be Coke.
Game day.
Race day.
Calls for Coke.
You know it.
Grab yourself a Coke.
It's Tailgate 101.
Welcome to Sports Update with Double Proud Moyo here. So, having a look of what is taking place in the Kaslaka Premier Soccer League. So, the 2020 Kaslaka Premier Soccer League is still yet to burst into life. So, before we start the season, we start by having a look of what transpired in the previous season. So, in the previous season, a total number of 22 goals were scored in the opening week of the PSL, a rise from 17 goals which were scored in the previous campaign. So the title favorites then who ended up lifting the cup, which was FC Platinum, winning it 3 times in a row, together with Chicken Inn, Triangle United. They all started with wins, but however it was a false start for money spenders against the Platinum Stars, who so far have signed quite a number of players, whereby they were defeated by 2-1 at the hands of the Shuka Boys at Kipo Stadium. Then for the Big Three, which was Highlanders, Capes United and Dynamos, they had decent performances, which was recorded in their first week of the PSL campaign in 2019. But so far this season, it seems like the PSL will be delayed because of the COVID-19 virus. So, but then the Kaslaka Premier Soccer League still have a lot to deal with before the campaign start, starting by having a look of stadiums. Zifa has so far banned quite a number of stadiums, and only 6 stadiums have qualified to host the Premier Soccer League matches. So according to Zifa, Zimbabwe Football Association, only 6 stadiums in Zimbabwe were homologated to play host to Premier matches. The Zimbabwe Football Association hereby informs your esteemed office that the following stadiums have been previously provisionally homologated by the first instant body, FIB, for the 2020 season, which is Kibo Stadium, Vengere Stadium, Babafu Stadium, Luveva Stadium, Mandava Stadium, and Baobab Stadium. So this was the message coming from Chief Executive Officer Kenneth Ndebele from Zifa. So these are the stadiums which have been qualified to host the Premier Soccer League matches, putting some of the teams in a tight corner, whereby Capes United, Dynamos, and Harare City, they will have to travel, so play their games away from home, with no stadium from Harare. So far, no stadium from Harare have qualified to host a Kaslaka Premier Soccer League. Rufaro Stadium and National Sports Stadium that are still under maintenance, and they might not host the Premier Soccer League matches so far or any time soon. And then still PSL has some work to do, whereby Herentas have been found themselves in a tight corner in the following a PSL judgment, which was delivered on the 24th of March this year. So the Harare club was found guilty of taking football matters to the ordinary course in their match fixing case, and the league expelled them from the top flight and fining them a total amount of $100,000. So the students approached the High Court after the PSL charged them for influencing the outcome of the game against Blake Rhinos last season, but the they later on withdrew their application. And then still PSL, they still have to solve the issue concerning Wawa and Mudare side 10X. So Zifa Central region is vigorously lobbying for the last year's Division 1 runners-up Shishan to replace Wawa in the Kaslaka Premier Soccer League, but its efforts are likely to hit a brick wall after the Top Flight League indicated that it's not taking that route. So Wawa, who got promotion ticket after winning the Central Region Division 1 last year, were expelled from the Premiership before the league even started after failing to settle the affiliation fees, and together with Amudare, our side 10X also failed to meet the deadline to settle the affiliation dues and are facing the same fate. Both teams are owned by Zimbabwe Prisons and Correctional Services. So this is one of the things that are going to hinder the PSL in terms of coming up with the fixtures for the 2020 season campaign. So Central Region Chairperson Stanley Chapeda has since returned to Zifa, asking that the Assembly considers Shishan. So the expulsion of the two clubs has gathered a lot of interest from their parent regions. Last week, Eastern Region was also singing in 10X's corner that PSL, which has been postponed indefinitely, should consider Mudare outfit, which settled its outstanding balance well after the set deadline. So most of the things that are still yet to come, but PSL have found themselves in a tight corner to come up with the 2020 Premier Soccer League fixtures so far this season. So that was the sports update coming to you from JB Jagulo Proud Moyo.
Wow, HEB seafood is really good. I love the fresh salmon.
Yeah, I could eat these bacon-wrapped shrimp poppers and scallops all day. Sushi is my favorite.
Hold up, I just thought of an idea for a new HEB seafood commercial. Ahoy, mateys! Guess me favorite letter. R! No, a power's first love is the sea. Are you out of your mind? Probably.
HEB Seafood and Sushi. Guaranteed freshness. That's our hook.